Hello, Colorado High School Band! Welcome to the last lesson of the year. Our marching show's here. Let's take a look at it. My apologies, I don't have video editing and all that. I don't have those skills or software. So we're just going to have to deal with transitions. Now this is going out to both high school and middle school. 8th graders coming into high school, you need to know this information. And 7th graders, it won't hurt a thing for you to know it as well. All right, so before we play this thing, let's take a look. So we've got the time after time score. I'm going to pull this up here a little bit, so maybe it'll be easier. The first thing to notice on the score, half of it, this is all band, this is all percussion. So nearly 50% of everything that's played is percussion stuff. So let's take a closer look at that. Up here we have a synthesizer with bass clef and treble clef, and that's going to be for KT. We have a synthesizer in stock that'll cover most of it, but I am also looking into getting a new one. They are quite expensive. The model I want's about $2,500, so money, maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't, don't know. Trinity Evans has a vibraphone with a suspended cymbal, China cymbal. Carson's going to have his cart, the very heavy cart, so he can do chimes, and his marimba again, and of course the suspended cymbal that we'll have to figure out. I'd love to figure out what to mount a suspended cymbal to it. More crazy percussion, just tons of percussion stuff. This tempo block, break drum, crash cymbal, suspended cymbal, hi-hat, wind chimes. Christian and Jaheim will play some of that, or play all of that, I hope. And then this another percussion, multiple stuff, suspended cymbal, concert bass drum, ratchet. We're looking at Ronnie doing that. Snare line, you'll notice there's no tenor line written for this. The snare line was written for Melodine, so she's going to take care of the snare line. And you'll notice the bass drums, it's hard to tell from here, the bass drums are written for all 4 bass drums. And the thought on that was have Riley and Nick play those on a brand new bass drum mount that we've got coming in, about $1,200, and we're hoping to have that this week. And very thankful for Intune Music for hooking us up with that. In this percussion writing, we're planning on, Luke McMillan specifically asked that we put percussion in the back, not have them march, have all the front ensemble, not be in the front anymore, have all our percussionists together. He said to cover parts. He said not everybody's going to be able to cover everything exactly like how it may look on the page. There may be somebody over here having to reach over and touch something here, somebody over here having to help out here, vice versa. So for the first time ever, our entire percussion section is going to be on the field together, and I don't believe there'll be much in the way of actual marching into it. So I think it's going to be a really welcome addition for those guys, not having to physically carry around those instruments on those carriers and worry about staying in step. Other things you need to know about the piece, there are some solo areas in it. Here at 39, there's a solo part marked in the flute, clarinet, and alto sax, and I did that all 3 on purpose. Only one of those is going to play that, whoever's the best one on it. And I have several people in mind that I think could do this, but just realize I've got it written for multiple instruments to give us choices. It's not going to be a flute solo and a clarinet solo and an alto sax solo. It's going to be whatever sounds the best on that. And I believe there's another solo area for cornet in here we need to probably take a look at. If I don't find it pretty quick, we'll pause. Oh, there it is. We can always pause the music. 84, here's another cornet solo. And again, not high, thank goodness, but it does need to sound really good. Okay, really great tone, good tonguing, all of that. Let's take a listen together and see what we hear. So it's like a clock at the beginning. Melody comes in measure 3, here's measure 4. Vibraphone, chimes. Again, more clock sounding. This is time after time. Here's measure 9. 11, more clock motif. Measure 13. It's really well written. You guys are going to play this really well. Measure 17. Again, more of the clock motif. Just like a grandfather clock. Some of you may have doorbells that sound like that. 23. Power chord. Horn sax. You guys sustain through there. Have a cool little 16th thing. Percussion again by yourself. This is percussion feature heavy. This is vibes, marimba, synth, all by yourselves. Low brass. Percussion's with you. And coming up on 39, here's the woodwind solo. The rest of the section joins in underneath the solo. The sustained parts. 56. Again, more of the clock motif here. It's really well written. You guys are going to play this real well. Again, with the clock motif. Percussion feature again for 2 measures. 70. Again, some more real strong chords. We all bring together here. Save some crescendo in the big unison. Key change and tempo change. This is 79. Right here. Again, percussion feature. Percussion's all by themselves. Percussion, woo! We lean on you a lot in this, don't we? Alright, first cornet solo coming up. 84. This is based on a pop tune called Time After Time. I think it was from back in the 80s. So your parents will know this. You can look it up on YouTube, it's out there. 94. Really nice parts. Alright, so work the way up the scale there, trumpet. 100. Woodwind feature. Pretty chords in the low brass. 104. Gosh, this is beautiful. I hope we play it this way. It's really nice. 108. Low brass feature. Percussion feature for 2 measures. 114. Horn sax right here on B4. 4 and a 1. Here it goes on horn sax. It's going to be really nice for horn saxes. Same thing, horn again, sax. All released together. Percussion by yourselves, 122. 123. Pretty chord, low brass, 124. Piano synth, vibraphone feature. Key change, tempo change, 127. This is called clocks. These are bass drum rim knocks. 131. Snare drum on the rim. Tempo blocks. Again, all the clock motifs. 135, 136. 37. Have a cool lick there. Percussion feature again. Again, it's percussion all the time, isn't it? 147. Same clock motif from the beginning. Kind of winding both pieces that we've just heard together. Again, percussion feature again. What is this, the 5th, 6th, 7th percussion feature? It's a bunch of them. 2/4 bar. 61. We all agree together. Crescendo here. Say 2. There you have it. Time after time. Again, very, very well written. Silly things. You see a V2. I actually got a score and then another score that was rewritten for us. That was version 1. And then this one is actually the 3rd different score, but I had to put a V2 because I've got tons of scores going around. And I got in a hurry putting old on all the old ones so I wouldn't confuse them. I actually put old on the new one, so I marked it up, but no, new, this is the right one. So percussion, heavy, 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 heavy lifting for you guys this year. I know you'll be up for the task, but it just features you over and over again. You know, right there at the beginning, little 2-measure things all over the place. There's one there, there's one there, there's a 4-measure one there, gosh, that's 4 of them in the first 40 measures. There's a little one there at 55, so just be ready, percussion. We're going to lean on you hard. I'd love to see at this woodwind moment at 39, I'd love to see, you know, like a Hannah doing this solo, or a Skylar doing this solo, or an Adam doing this solo, or maybe somebody else that I haven't thought of. I don't know. But just whoever has the best, prettiest tone, we'd like to get you mic'd up and doing this solo. I think that would be really neat. Cornets for that trumpet solo in 84. Any number of you. You've got several talented individuals that can do that, and I think that's going to be a really neat thing. Horns and saxes, you have moments a lot like this in 25. You have it several times where you just have this little 16-note da-da-da-da-da, and you hold. If you'll notice in 26, horns and saxes, the entire band cuts off. Percussion has a little rhythmic thing here, but it's just you holding through here, so it has several moments that feature you guys as well. So, real excited about this. Let me see if I can get this to come back up, and maybe, I don't know, maybe. Real excited about this. We'll have this as my last assignment. It'll be due, of course, May 20th. All you have to do is just click the turn-in button and say, hey, I've done it. But I'd love for you to look at this over the summer. I want to get this music in your hands and let you start looking at this. Any memorization that you can do, I know that's asking a lot, but any memorization that you can do, even if it's just a small part of it, would help. Any playing that you can do on it, any working up that you can do with it, especially with the recording. I know it's that big chunk. I think that would really, really, really help when our marching season rolls around this next year. Man, I love you guys. I miss you. It's been a crazy year, a really neat year, a year I'll remember forever, and a special year. You guys have treated me, just on a personal note, you guys have treated me so well. This is the end of my 4th year here, and I absolutely love it here, and you are the reason why. You guys are so good to me. Your parents are so good to me. The school district is so good to me. And I cannot tell you thank you enough for your kindness to me as we've been working here together. I feel like we genuinely do get to work together on these projects, and you really make my job a lot of fun, and there's nowhere else that I'd rather be. Until I get to see you again, if you need me, please feel free to email or call the band hall, shale at, what is it, ccity.esc14.net or 325-728-1077. I think that's the phone number. I'll be in and out, kind of like now, but I will be checking those emails daily through my phone, and I'll be checking the phone system at least weekly throughout the summer. So if you need something, you get a valve stuck and you need some valve oil, or if you end up, man, all my reeds are dead, I need to read, just let me know. I'll be happy to let you come up and get that. If you end up wanting a paper copy of the music, I know we don't all have printers at the house. I don't have a working printer at my house either. If you need an actual physical piece of paper for this marching show, you can contact me, and I can, if all else fails, I could always put it in an envelope and tape it to the door where, hey, come get it anytime after this. So whatever that we need to do. I have measured the entire band hall out for 6-foot spacing, and we can fit 72 people in our band hall at 6-foot spacing. So I'm real excited that provided school comes back to normal, if we are having to social distance still when school starts, we have the ability to spread out. We've got the room in our band hall to do that, and I'm very, very pleased and excited to tell you that, and I'm very hopeful that we can meet as a full band. Look forward to this next year. It's going to be a year to remember again. There's no telling what's going to happen, but we're looking forward to it. I've got more big news to tell you, but I can't tell you yet. I've got to get some paperwork done for it, but there's more good news and big news coming up for you that I will let you know as soon as I can. Until then, keep washing your hands, stay safe, keep social distancing, and as always, go Wolves!